camp news and camp views. Let's talk about what's going on. We're getting into the thick of the preseason, and you're on.
Turn it up, Gino.
And what's up, everybody? It is now 10:36 on the 5th of August. Time marches on. We're getting closer and closer to the expectation dates of games and cuts and signings and everything that goes on with the San Francisco 49ers. I am Terradome. I am your host. I'm going to be doing this for the next 30 to 45 minutes. I just wanted to, drop on through. Had a relatively busy morning this morning. As soon as I got off from work, it was trash day on Tuesday. Y'all know that, and had to get that out. And a good thing I did, man. I don't know what it is with the trash guys. It's like if you really got something to do, they come early. Pause. But if you ain't have a thing to do, they would come late, about 2, 3, 4 o'clock Eastern Standard, and I don't know their schedule. I really don't, and it just throws me off all the time. But I just gotta be ready when I get off work. Just come on and put that trash on out, and every other week is your recycling day, so you got to put 2 of them out there. Unfortunately, I had to get the guys that cut the grass, man. They cut my grass too low in this hot North Carolina sun, which we've gotten a bit of a reprieve for about a week. Hopefully, it's gonna be a trend versus an aberration. But when you cut hot grass or you cut grass low in the summer hot heat, it burns the grass. It'll look like hay. And you would think professionals would know what this is, but they don't. That's my grass, boy. Kind of hurt me a little bit, but we'll recover. I just got to treat it more, so I had to do that as well as get the trash truck out because they're gonna come early if you ain't ready and late if you are. Shout out, Miss Tanisha. You are the first of the Golden Domers. How are you today, Miss Tanisha? You are the girl that I never had. Good morning, Terra Dome and Golden Domers. Yeah, Tanisha doing it right. I put my trash out the night before so I don't be disturbed. I tried to be squared away like that, but I had to go to work and I was running a little late for that. And that is the way to go. You are 100% right, Miss Tanisha. I have to agree with you wholeheartedly and fully. And Turtle was a little lazy, laid around and got up late. I forgot what I was watching Niner News, which is an awesome segue in the reason why I was late. So let's put that up on the board. Let me look at my docket real quick, see what I got, keep my stuff together. We're going to do camp news and views. The Denver 49ers. The Denver 49ers, I'm calling it. Don't it seem like they getting about, man, it's been about, I know 4 players or something that's gone from the San Francisco 49ers over to Denver. It's going to be like a family reunion when we do the joint practices and stuff. The Denver 49ers. We're going to talk availability in the league. Some folks aren't happy at their current reservations and accommodations at their current team, and they've been, voicing their opinions. And we're going to talk about that a little bit and just concerns. I probably could have put injury concern is at the top of my list because of what I am about to share my screen with. And let's go. This is coming to you from 49ers Web Zone, where I get my latest and greatest from. I got a can't say I'm endorsing them, but hey, man, they are a great point of reference if you are a 49er fan. And, they'll tell you what's up, man. Quick, fast, in a hurry. That, along with the Twitters for the latest beefs and things going on. So I kind of use both ambidextrously and expeditiously, as Joe Clark would say. If you want to throw yourself off the building, Sam's, do it expeditiously. Just get on out here and do it. Let's see what we got here. I hope everybody can see that. I'll try to make it even bigger. The list for noteworthy non-participants grows a bit. I guess I could do that a little bit after. Let's just look at some of the news that has gotten into our psyche here, because they have released our kicker in the kicker competition. Who is it? Greg Joseph, which was a bit of a surprise to me, but thinking in terms of why we had brought in a wide receiver named chosen from the Miami Dolphins, it kind of made sense. You're about to go into a preseason game, so the roster move that was made before practice it included waiving Tanner Mordecai from Sunday First. He got waived along with Greg Joseph. Now, Greg Joseph was in a pretty much heated competition with Mr. Moody, our kicker Moody, illustrious kicker Jake Moody, and it was pretty much neck and neck. So it kind of, threw me off a bit that we would just go ahead and waive him, and it was relatively close. But we did that in order to make room a little further more down for extra wide receivers, because we're hurting at wide receiver, and that's some of my concerns. You had BA go down, and we knew of his issue before we even started. He's trying to recover back from the unhappy triad, is what Coach Desi calls it, and that's the meniscus tear along with the ACL tear, and I think it was a PCL tear in there, and you got to recover off that. Saw that one coming, but then you get to camp, you're ready to go, and now they say Jawan Jennings has a calf. Yeah, so now you're kind of worried about bodies, because you can't continuously run and burn out, this one or that one, because you need them for the next rep or the next set of reps with the prerequisite second or third round guy or second or third team guy. So you need a flow of bodies, and this is where the term camp arm or camp guy or something like that, it's kind of derogatory, but it is a necessity in which you have to keep the numbers flowing for just that, to work out repetition, so you don't burn one guy out, and then Lord forbid you have a whole plethora of injuries. I was a little shocked too that including waiving quarterback Tanner Mordecai. He was very high on a few of our content creators who have actually visited and seen firsthand the competition as it unfolds. I thought it was the way it was reported, and that's why you have to let it play out. That's why you got to let it play out. The way it's reported to me, Mordecai could start over who was it? Mac Jones, but lo and behold, they didn't waive Mac Jones. They went on to waive Tanner Mordecai. So you never know. You gotta take a consensus of what everybody, boots on the ground and people who are seeing it live and in living color, and formulate your opinion, or what you think of your opinion, because it can't show actual footage, an actual film of the practices, the one-on-ones, the drills, the 11 on 11, 7 on 7. They don't show that. So you got to go with, who is there in the building. And they were telling me, yeah, Mac Jones is cool, but Tanner Mordecai, he can do it. He got the wheels. He can do this and that. What's up? Crazy juice in the building. Nonetheless, they have waived him. Wide receiver Isaiah Nair has been waived, and they released Greg Joseph, as I mentioned, in a roster shakeup. I heard good things about Isaiah Nair. I heard he was balling out there. I do remember one specific catch. He was triple team, went up, rose, and pulled down the rock, went and high pointed it and pulled down the rock for a big gain. I don't know who the quarterback was that threw it. I believe it was Mac Jones, but that was kind of the receiver highlight, if you will, of the camp thus far. And lo and behold, boom, he gone. So, you never know in this business. This is the NFL, not for long, or hey, you just don't know what's going on. Noteworthy non-participants. Defensive tackle Evan Anderson had a bruised knee. Nick Bosa, he just on rest. When you done made a few Pro Bowls and made an All-Pro or two and Defensive Player of the Year, you get rest when you want to. You just say, hey, this looks like a good idea for rest and a good day for rest. So just give me a little bit of rest, and you ain't got to sign up nothing. Hey, you good to go. Jair Brown has an ankle. Jacob Cowing has a hamstring nursing. Soft tissue injuries, y'all. Soft tissue injuries. Gotta do something about the soft. I don't know what is going on with our playing ground. It must be over a Indian burial ground or something. Kevin Givens has a pectoral issue, man, and that can be pretty serious. If you got a pectoral, hopefully it's not a tear. Maybe it's just a strain. I'm not sure of the varying degree of what it is, but that pectoral, man, I tore mine in college, and I'm telling you about cook, dude. You need that pec. I tore this left one. I never got past a bench press max of 375 again. It just it fills up with blood, and it looks like a big bruise all along inside, and that's just my personal tear right there in the corner. They have torn like right here, and it changes your appearance on your chest. It's a pretty big muscle. It's probably the strongest muscle in the upper body. Naturally, the quadricep is the strongest in the lower part, but very, very much needed. So if God forbid it is a tear, we just ain't gonna see Kevin Givens. Renardo Green has a hamstring, another reoccurring thing there. That hamstring will linger. Isaac Guerrero has a shoulder injury. I don't think it's too serious. It might be just looking at a bruise. They didn't say if it was separated or anything like that. We would know. Juwan Jennings, let's park right there for a moment, shall we? He has a calf something. Some have speculated, particularly that of the great Richard Sherman on his podcast. This is called the calf money pool. The calf and the back, probably the hamstring too. There are a couple of muscles in the body that you can just say, hey, it's bothering me, it hurt, and you really can't x-ray it, ultrasound it, put a canary in the back cave or nothing like that. It's just kind of what you say. If it's giving you pain, it's giving you pain. But from my understanding, if the money can get right, it heals up tremendously and really, really quickly. That's what I hear. That's just from me to you. And it's not saying that the great Juwan Jennings, whom I call Calculator, you can count on him, is pulling this, but stranger things have happened and you got to protect your interests. Crazy Juice says Subterra Dome, and he says, I had a feeling Nair would get released. I didn't think so. I thought Nair was doing good, man, but also I knew they would go with Moody. Yeah, he is the incumbent so to speak, and usually your high draft choice, in which we do have to remember, rather dubiously or not, he was the high draft choice. You go 1, 2, or 3, you're pretty high. Yeah, going 3 as a kicker is pretty much like a daggone number 1 draft choice. Because you should always just get a free agent. You can go to the Y and find a guy. You can go to a bad soccer practice and see who got cut and find a kicker. But you know how we do. We gotta outsmart everybody. We bringing them. Oh yeah, he's gonna change the game. Yeah, special team guy kick. He kicked, man. Just kick the ball, yo. Kick the ball quick. He done changed up his little run up. He's now got a 2-step versus a 3-step. And heck, we learned the 2-step playing dancing, but you know how it go. Most fans gave up. Most fans gave up on the season because they chose Moody. I ain't mad at him. Moody has shown a proclivity. You have activities, proclivities, and sensitivities. Um, he has shown proclivities of just kind of when you need him. Moody ain't been there. I've been trying to be partial, unbiased, giving folks the benefit, but after they show you 3 or 4 times, hey, it is what it is. Granted, I will give to his credit. He made that game-saving tackle against the Buccaneers. Who was it? Was it against the Buccaneers? It was against somebody, and that's what hurt gave him that high ankle sprain, and he started to plummet a little bit after that last year. But kickers kick, man. You got to kick. You got to make your kicks. Let's go with fullback. Kyle Juszczyk, he got cut on heel. That must be legit because you got a cut. You can see that. So, hey, get that. Christian McCaffrey gets rest, much needed rest. Sam Okeyinono. I call him Sam O. Okua Yinono. Okua. All right, I know new shoes. Okua, new. Yeah, okay. He's got a groin injury. That groin man, I'm telling you, that groin ain't no joke for a big man, for a defensive end or any offensive or defensive lineman, because linebackers too, because the majority of your time you're a rotational athlete and you have to you're basing yourself or you're bracing yourself and you're having to shed and things of that nature. And it's just horrible to try to run on a pulled groin or an injured groin or a strained groin. And it takes forever for that thing to get right. You got to go use that machine that the ladies use, the concentric and eccentric machine. It's like the Suzanne Summers clapper type deal. What's the name of that thing for the Suzanne Summers? She had it, the thigh clapper, the thigh master, or whatever. And it's not the most masculine thing in the world, but that is your best bet to try to get that thing healed up. I've unfortunately been there as well. And Trent Williams, he just got rest. Like I said, when you're a baller, you've been in the league a little bit, you done served your time in the wood line, like the NCO say in the Army. You get rest some days. Hey, just take off, man. Hey, it's all good. Let's see, Crazy Juice. I blame Kyle for Moody's performance last year. He put him in while he was injured. All right, that's the injury that I was talking about from the high ankle sprain, which Moody did make a game-saving tackle or a touchdown-saving tackle in that instance. And now it's like, dang, we were so sorry because you got kickers out here having to make that tackle. It shouldn't even come to that, but I digress on special teams last year. Though Moody has to really show up this season. he does a little bit of pressure on him, a lot of pressure on him. But I don't know, man. Sometimes our team, it just seems like we're seeing or we're getting a different game than the coaches, administration, front office is. Maybe they're too close to it, or it could be a plethora of things, man. But sometimes they just don't. With a guy like, let's take for example a guy like Brendel. I look at Brendel, man. I'm like, dude, y'all can't blatantly see that this this has got to change. Something, it's got to be something different, and it does because you just signed this quarterback up for $265 million, and you want to protect him in the middle, and you like, is we going with this for real? But they'll get on the camera and say, Chris Forrester get on there and say, yeah, oh yeah, he's great. Brendel was great. So they just be looking at a game I'm not familiar with sometimes. What's up, man? That's my man, Niner Empire DMB. We call in today. You want to call in and holler at your boy? I got some time, man. Let me put this in the chat. If y'all want to stop on through, let's do it today. Let's do it today. I'm a little limited on my stuff. I ain't got too much of the soliloquies to go through and things of that nature. Please, by all means, I dropped it in the chat. Y'all want to come on and holler at your boy? Holler at your boy. We here talking about it a little bit. It also says cornerback Diamador Lenoir. Diamador Lenoir and rookie Jordan James returned to practice. Lenoir has been dealing with a hip issue while James has been dealing with a knee injury. It's good that they return, James. Whenever you hear running back and knee, it it's like some things that don't belong together to me. It's like blackboard and fingernails, running back and knee. I don't like to mix the two together. So it must have been, maybe a little bruise or just a little something that went on, but he was back in practice. So that's a good saying there. That's something good. Right tackle Colton McKivitz and cornerback Daryl Luter Jr. also returned after missing Saturday session. So I think this was prior to yesterday. I think it was 16 hours ago. So this is something good, man. They came back. I heard Daryl Luter got a little bit cooked by Ricky P on a one-on-one drill. But hey, he's second string, so that's all good. And on the other side of it, Ricky P finally, as long as Ricky P's been here, they said that this was his first one-on-one drills in a mini camp or in a practice setting that could be viewed. So, a step in the right direction, although a step that it's kind of weird for you. Pretty much thought that had already happened. Unavailable players, Brandon Ayuk, the aforementioned, which we talked about. Andre Dillard has an ankle. Yetur Gross-Matos has a knee, along with Malik Mustafa with the ACL. We, found out about that after the season and, just before camp, just before OTA. Oh yeah. Malik's got a torn ACL. He did it in the last game of the year. You're like, what? Wait, what? But that's how we do. Non-football injury is Curtis 50 Cent Rourke. He's dealing with the ACL. He actually played with a torn ACL. I think that's some of his buying power, dude. You get out there playing with ACL. The Maple Missiles got to be a pretty tough guy. On injury reserve, Teron Jackson with the neck. Thank God and give God all the praise and the glory. Teron, that wasn't as serious as it seemed in the moment. They got him on IR, so we could see him, depending on. They messed me up a few years ago during COVID. You could have short IR in 4 weeks. You could have long IR in 8, and whatever the case, IR is a lot better than, you know, uh, not going to play football ever again. So I praise that and give God the honor and the glory. Trent Taylor with a back. I ain't know Trent was still here. And Trey Tomlinson with an undisclosed injury. Undisclosed injury. Also, injury updates. Wide receiver Andy Isabella excited exited practice early and did not return. He's relatively a newcomer. I think they signed him a little bit after what that might have been his first day. I don't know why these guys get injured so much. Shanahan provided several other injury updates after practice, most notably running back Isaac Garindo to the wall and Kevin Givens are expected to miss extended time. I knew we talked about Kevin Givens. I know Isaac Garindo is expected to miss extended time. I don't know his injury, and they're not saying anything about it, but we'll try to find out more on that. Let me stop sharing for just a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage right now, we got directly from the DMV, my man, Niner Empire DMV. What's up, bro? What's up? Oh, the hat fresh now.
Good morning.
The hat
Good
fresh.
morning.
I see you repping
Oh yeah.
DC.
Good morning.
Good
I mean,
morning
so
to you,
how,
sir.
it's gonna be interesting preseason, man.
Yeah, man.
Preseason is. I mean, I agree with you. It's just the way we look at it as a far right now. Our offensive line is still the question.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't get behind. I cannot get behind this team until we solidify our offensive line so we can protect our franchise quarterback. If we gonna pay him the money to be the franchise quarterback, which we already have, well then we need to protect him. Like y'all still doing this whole winging it. We can wing it with the offensive line. It doesn't work. I mean, you look at how the Eagles have built their offense and defensive line. Look how they built it.
Yeah.
They went and drafted and went and got the top tier players each year to build it up. In the last 5 years, they went to the Super Bowl, lost, then with the Super Bowl won.
Yeah. And,
What are we? What are we not doing?
we're in that progression, which you know for good or bad, they kind of laid a blueprint on. Hey,
How to build it? How to
this
do
can
it?
be done. Yeah.
It can be done. I mean, and that's the sad part. Is like we've had ample opportunities to get good linemen in the draft, and we are not taking advantage of it. Like I like Mikael Williams, love him. I
Yeah.
think he looks good. He reminds you a little bit. I got a little bit of Alden Smith. He reminds me a little bit of Chris Doman on the edge sometimes.
Long.
Like
Yeah.
long, yeah. But like we're looking at our second defensive lineman on the depth, rookie defensive lineman. Collins is not that dominant. CJ West is looking better. So that it makes you question, like, I mean, could we have went offensive line in the second pick? And then with CJ West or Collins, like what Collins would have dropped, like I get it, you gave Robert Sala pretty much this whole draft. I understand that. He's
Yeah.
back, he wanted to solidify the defense, get the ball back to the offense. But you're in a situation that can't, you still haven't solved the whole issue with Juan Jennings getting paid. Uh you Ricky Parcell, like you said, this is the first time he's actually done one-on-ones. That's
Yeah.
that's the problem.
I was
For a
like,
number one
what?
pick, that's the problem. Like,
Yeah,
huh?
he
What do
did
you
too.
mean? But
This is
remember,
the
every
first time.
training camp he been injured. Every training camp he
Yeah.
been injured. So I want to see the progression of him. Like, y'all drafted him number one. So I need to see something. Like all that, oh well, last year he got shot. All right, 50 Cent, he got shot. You bounce back from it. I get it. What are
You
we doing?
said
What are we moving forward?
you sound like Cameron and Paid in Full.
I
Hey,
mean,
let's get
man,
shot
people
every
get shot every
day.
day, B.
Yeah.
People get
You
shot
tough,
every day,
right?
B. You be tough, right? You be all right. Man, you gotta stop acting like that, B. Stop acting
Yeah.
like that.
Pull up your
Like, I
skirt.
mean, yeah, like
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, and then like that the Juan Jenner situation is an easy fix. Just pay him. Pay him, you need him. Pay him. And
Yeah.
he's been loyal to the franchise. I can see if he wasn't loyal. He's never said nothing bad in the media. He's never been in the media about doing anything bad. He's been an
Nope.
upskilled athlete, upskilled player. He does it the 49er way. Once again,
Yeah,
a player that is an example of doing it the 49er way has
yeah,
not one time went to the media and said, oh, they need to do this and do that. No, he said, he even put it on Twitter that, I love this franchise. I want to be com- the, I want to be committed to the franchise because they took a chance on me.
yeah.
That's doing it the 49er way, just going and paying. Get him out the way. You need him anyway, because do you think Ricky Foster can really carry the weight of being the number one receiver right now?
That is what remains to be the question. He just stacking his first day. He stacked a couple days. I'm hearing good things in 2 days, and that's a first. So we need to see, because Ricky do get a little nicked up every now and again. Every time I look, oh, Ricky Nick,
Oh yeah, he got
Ricky
a
Nick,
hamstring
Ricky Nick.
injury.
Yeah,
Like everybody, it's like this year's the hamstring injuries. Oh, preseason, it's gonna be hamstring this and hamstring that. I said, are y'all not stretching? Like, are y'all not drinking enough water? Y'all not getting enough fluid in you? Like, what is it? Like, when you pull hamstrings, you're not doing something. So it's either you're not one staying flexible by stretching and doing the proper things of hydrating yourself,
yep,
or two, they're lying and it's something else.
gotta
Like our
be.
rookie running back, he got a knee situation. A knee situation. What does that mean? These
But
incomplete
he back.
answers.
But you know the trend, and you know how they do. Last year, man, they just said, yeah, Christian McCaffrey got a calf. Yeah, he just took a little time off for his wedding coming up, and then we said, well, we're gonna pay him the money. Now he's on his way to Germany. Now it's gonna be longer than we thought. Now it's both Achilles. It's Achilles.
Mhm.
Oh man, don't
They knew he was hurt. They knew he was
don't
hurt the whole time. They was playing us.
don't play with my emotions, Smokey.
I said it in the beginning when they said it. When they first came out with Christmas Cap, I said he hurt. He been hurt since the Super Bowl. I said my thing is if this is the case, then why are we paying a 30-year running back all this money and he's injury prone? He was injury prone and with the Panthers. So what you think it was going to change with us? You run him in the ground. So you're not helping. Like you're not
Yeah.
spelling him. And then the first thing they say is, well, he don't want to come off the field. Who's the coach? You or Christian McCaffrey? You need to spell him. He is your number one product. He is a star. He gets the job done. Spell him with the young running backs we had. You didn't. Then when you get caught up in the last minute, now you want to spell him. Oh well, it's too late now. Then he winds up getting injured again when he came back. Like you got to start spelling your running backs, man. Use all your running backs.
Yeah, that was one of my four pillars of how I see Kyle can develop better. Get an up tempo, develop your a running back by committee a little bit. Get out of bad situations on first down with empty set, and give Brock a little bit more autonomy to change out of a bad play. Big Brick here 84 says CJ wrecking ball. I came in like a wrecking ball. West is ready to start, but Alfred Hightower Collins needs more time to develop his new skill set. Awesome comment right there. Big Brick. That was my boy. That was my Mike linebacker name, Brick. And he does. He does. I think he's more of a space taker upper. He's just so
Space eater.
big. Yeah, he eating up the
So
space right.
he's the eyes of Saboka. He's
Yeah,
the eyes of Saboka.
he ain't no
Or
playmaking.
Rim McDonald.
Yeah, he ain't that. He ain't
I
he's
mean, it
literally
is he's not a wide nine D lineman. Just call it what it is. He's not a wide nine D lineman. You
yeah.
drafted a D lineman that's not a wide nine D lineman. So he has to develop. So that's gonna take time, but you drafted him the second pick. That's the thing. I don't care you drafted him, but we could have got a lineman that solidifies the O line and then got him. Like that's the thing that people are not understanding when we get mad at the 49ers decision. It's
Yeah.
not that we don't like our team. It's not that we don't support our team. I don't support the decisions that we make when you know we have holes in the offensive line and we're paying Brock Purdy top dollar to be our franchise quarterback.
Yeah, man.
And all the teams that have won Super Bowls in the past 5 years have had great line, O line, and great D line. We're still
And
on the question mark.
they feed off of one another. Case in point, Big Brick brought it up in the opening salvo of his comment. CJ Wrecking Ball West is ready to start. I haven't heard of any of the other linemen giving them that business like CJ West, and it shows up, and the linemen mad. They saying, "What man? Why you going so hard? What's wrong with you? You doing that's what he's supposed to
Supposed to do. He's
you
coming in to make a point.
That's how we make each other
We're
better.
better. Like
Yeah, but
what?
you out here, you man. Oh God, he going all hard. Yeah, that's the
He's
point.
supposed to. Like,
You
I mean,
cannot
that's what
do
I'm
that.
saying. Upton South. That's why everybody like Upton South look good. I'm like, Upton South has something to prove. He's an undersized corner that he's trying to prove to everybody that he can play nickel and probably start. Green, he stays injured. He's been getting bumped a lot in preseason and training camp. So let's really call it what it is. His first year, he didn't have to have that much weight. He was just coming in, subbing in for people that was injured. So it's not that much weight on you. But when all these corners had left, now they're pushing you to be a starter. You have to step up. You have to change. You have to elevate your play, elevate your mentality. Like your mentality got to change when you want to start. Like people don't understand that. When you have been a backup for 1 year, as a rookie, you a backup. You come in, you when you're drafted at, you're not expected to, make an impact. But in your mentality, you should say, I want to make an impact. Whether
Yeah,
it be on special teams, whether it be on one play, every play gotta be at 200%.
and I
I
gotta
don't
make
care if you just run out there and run down the field. It should be at 200%.
because you
It's
gotta
just
get
some of our
your
players just take it granted. Like,
you as a lower draft choice have to make the most out of your opportunities because they're kind of coming few and far between. If it's 20 reps, first team getting 15 of them. Second team gonna eat up 5, 6 of them, and you left with the scraps. You better make your statements full, heard, and indelible to the coaching staff that this and that. He got to go hard. That's how you make it. You got to really be good at the limited amount of reps that you get. Collins said, let's remember Collins wasn't there for OTAs before we label
but
him
we're
plus.
but we're not labeling. We're not labeling him. It's just that you are in the NFL. I don't care if you weren't in OTAs. You still have a job to do. At the end of the day, you have to find a way to get better. If it's extra reps, if it's you sitting down with a Brian Young or one of the 49er great D linemen and talking to them to how they dealt with their rookie year, you have all these things at your fingertips. Get a phone number for one of them great D linemen. Talk to
Mhm.
them. Pick their brain. Young people got to understand that iron sharpens iron, but your elders will show you and give you all types of hints, all types of ways of making your life better in the NFL because they've done it. Like you have too many great D linemen that came through 49ers that you can't get a number and call them and ask what did you do with this and in this situation? And then when you're a rookie, you should be a film junkie. You should be in the film room all the time looking at different things. Like it's a mentality, bro. Like when
And
we had got Alden Smith was different. He came
yeah,
in the door, was like, I
they still
want to
talk
play.
about Alden Smith. Alden Smith was a freak, man. Alden Smith was
Like,
long, strong, and could go like nobody else's business. I watched the interview with Joe Staley interviewing Trent Williams. He said, on the count of 3, let's say the toughest person we ever had to block. 1, 2, 3. Alden
Alden
Smith.
Smith. Yep.
And those are we were fortunate. Those are your freaks. They come out of nowhere. But man, I got a dude, man. He got the size. Don't come here. I want to see more. Who was that big boy that we traded to Indianapolis? Forrester? For Forrest?
DeForest Buckner.
DeForest Buckner. I want to see more of that versus, the latter part of Armstead, getting injured, standing up. I'm hearing pad level problems. And that goes with the big 6'6", 6'7" 6'8" guys, they have a tendency of just showing you the numbers, man. And if you show me the numbers, I'm up in your chest. I got you on skates. Don't pop up
You
and show.
sealed out.
Use
You
that
sealed
leverage
out.
and uncoil hips back, pad over pad, man. Don't come in here standing up. Shout out to my man David McNiners in the building. I checked you out in Ty Austin a little bit last night, man. But I had a busy night last night. It was stuff hopping and popping last night. I could just check in and check out, like a roach motel or something like that. Big Brick says the 49ers and JJ will get the deal done soon. I hope so. My guess is after Saturday's preseason game, JJ's calf will feel better as soon as the deal is done. Yeah, that what Uncle Sherm
Yeah.
said. This is just the most low-key holding ever. LOL. Yeah. It has an air about that, bro. Yeah.
I mean, that's smart on him, though. That's a smart move on him because I'm
That's
not
all
trying to
good.
risk getting injured. I want to be in house so I can see what's going on, still be a team player. I still want to get paid. And I
That's
don't
all
blame him.
you can do it. That's
Pay
the
the
only
boy, get out the way. Even with Brandon Ayuk, the way we handled Brandon Ayuk was wrong. Brandon Ayuk had got better every year. He became a staple in the offense. Now, whether that's Kyle's fault because you made Debo the main attraction of our offense, which most great offensive coordinators and gurus do not make one player the end all be all of our offense. This ain't the fucking 90s and this ain't 2000s. You share the ball. You can scheme each person open on different plays.
yeah.
You were so fixated on Debo.
Yeah,
That was your
yeah.
fault.
Particularly in the Super
That made
Bowl.
us a one trick pony. We
And
can't
they
be a
and
one
they
trick
knew it.
pony.
And
Like
they
people
knew it.
knew
They
it.
stood on it.
Like
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just to the point now. It's just like I just want to see some explosive plays in this first preseason game. I really want to see is our backups really get their into their mindset of just make a play. Don't worry about the mistakes. Just make a play. The mistakes can be cleaned up. But as long as you are locked in and you gonna make plays, I don't care whether you're on special teams, anywhere, just make a play.
That's a
And
little
the
boy
people that we so called drafted hard high, y'all
that's
definitely need to
uh
make a play.
Terrell Davis made it. It was against the 49ers.
hmm
He made it on
Yeah,
the
in
special on
Japan,
defense. On
in
defense. Yeah.
Japan, on the
Yeah,
kickoff.
it was in Japan. Yep. Hey, splashes, man. Splashes count. Splashes count.
Yeah, you can find a way to be relevant on a team by one play in preseason. One play can change your whole perspective in that preseason and on the team. How people think of you playing through adversity. Like up to stout, I can't wait to see how he gonna play when he got to go
I'm
against a
hearing
nut.
big things. That's why I used them on the thumbnail, man. I'm hearing big things from Upton getting it done, man. Upton ain't taking they matter of fact, they said the only one that really could hold Ricky P. Ricky P got Upton on one rep, but the other two, it was a debate or a fight over whether it was an interception, and then there was a pass breakup as well. He's stepping up.
Mhm.
He's making the most of his reps and showing out how he can show out. That's what you need from your rooks, man. That initiative.
Because I don't want to hear this season. But you know we got all these rookies playing. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I don't want. It's no. I don't want no excuses. See, I know Kyle. Kyle just he always got excuse why something ain't go right. It's never his fault. It's always
Oh no,
something
Cal.
like yeah. It's not my
Never
fault.
hear Cal say, "Hey, that's on me." And another thing we do is right some former wrongs here. Let me add this to the stage right quick. The 49ers recently signed offensive lineman Isaiah Prince. He is wearing number 76. I wanted him. I'm going to tell you how long I wanted him. He was playing at Cincinnati. I wanted him to replace McGlinchey, and the plan I hatched was we would use what's that running back we had from Ohio State? Trey Sermon.
Mhm.
Trade with Cincinnati to get this dude. Now, subsequently to that, he done bounced around a little bit, had an injury here, there. I think he had a groin, and this had to be 20 or 21. I had my eye on this guy. And it seems like we're going a little bit more back into time and trying to right the wrongs, like bringing in a Mac Jones or bringing in, players that we saw long ago. And they might not be of the same magnitude and freshness that they were at the time we looked at them. But, we tried, okay, yeah, we should have brought him in a minute ago. And I really feel like that's what we're doing. And I'm hoping things work out for this kid, man, because he showed me some real he had a game against Max Crosby. Man, I don't think Max Crosby had to tackle that game. That's why I perked up and looked at this big guy. And plus, I kind of like them big linemen from Ohio State, those offensive linemen. I do. They just
So you like linemen like Ray Brown and then Ray Brown, Jerry Newberry, all them old linemen. We said Ron Stone. We had
they
a
be
lot.
tough dudes. They be lumbering tough dudes. They might not be Anthony Munoz or the great Trent Williams, but they look solid to me. They look tough. Their feet are well coached. I see a good program with Ohio State guys, with LSU guys, with Alabama guys. They just got a polish about them when I'm looking at them. Versus, we going out here and trying to get somebody from
Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Twice.
I knew a guy from Notre Dame once. Let me bring him on in here. And y'all they just look at stuff different, man. I look at it different. Chris Forrester look at it different. I came up old school with them offensive linemen. Man, Gene Upshaw and Art Shell and Stevenson.
The Hogs is your good.
Eric Williams, I like them.
You got the Hogs. You got the Wall of Dallas.
Russ Grimm. Joe Jacoby. Yeah, man. That's my type of height.
Linemen, they want linemen to be so flexible and they can be, interchanged. That's not how you, to be honest, I'm from old school too. I believe in a right tackle is a right tackle. A left tackle is a left tackle. A left guard is a left guard. A right guard is a right guard. I don't need a guard that can move to center because that's what I got that center for.
Yeah.
He's just going to play center. He doesn't have to worry about playing another position, but we don't draft like that. It's like he does not believe in the offensive line at all. Like he drafts late on offensive linemen. And then when he does draft like the offensive lineman, they sit for a year. So
because it's like he thinks he's got this special super secret way of coaching that only like he's going to get the X-Men and a bald head man in a wheelchair only went and got this 6th, 7th, 8th round lineman. This guy he's a mutant. No, he's not. Just it's about blocking.
He got drafted in the 6th, 7th round for a reason. Like, what are we talking about right now? Like when we could have got when you got Moody, you could have got a lineman. Like you went after the Alabama tight end when you could have got Washington that's with the Steelers now. He's 6'7". Like, what are we doing? It's like if some of his picks, I'll just be like, what are you looking at? Like, what are you doing? Like, what do you really see in this offensive lineman that we had to pick him on the 6th round and then think he was going to come in and make an impact?
I be losing.
Like
I thought it was only me, but
like I'll be flipping out sometimes because I'll be like, you just really think this lineman is going to come out of nowhere after 1 year sitting and he's just going to jump into the starting lineup and just be this impact player? No,
because he's got special feet and he can understand my command.
He's got high energy. They love that word. High energy.
Vicious. Kylie Young said the great Orlando Pace from the Ohio State University. I loved Orlando Pace, man. I did, man. Orlando Pace could block. He would maul you. It's a energy and an attitude that
Mhm.
great offensive linemen can just they come in and they the star. Oh yeah, we shutting it down around here. And man, when you got a dominant offensive line, it it changes things, man. It changes.
Man,
Back in the day, the University of Miami, when they would recruit defensive guys, bigger defensive linemen, and when you got to the U, they would redshirt you and make you offensive lineman. Unless you were just super, super, or they'll take a tight end. Warren Sapp was a tight end.
yep,
They they made him a
a D
defensive
lineman.
lineman.
Mhm.
and it's just stuff like
Sean
that.
Taylor was a running back. He was a running back.
Taylor was just so incredible, man. Sean
And
Taylor,
you got to think about who he played behind. He played behind every.
you see what I'm saying? That's that
Like you
iron
was,
shot. That iron. I'm used to.
yeah, like
And then at practice, he checking Jeremy Shockey or Kellen Winslow Jr.
Winslow Jr.
know,
Yeah, Santana Moss. He
make
played
sure
with
he hit it.
Andre Johnson,
So
Reggie Wayne. Like
so when they get to the game is like a the game is
it's
like
slow.
a scrimmage.
You like, oh, well, shit, I ain't really doing nothing. I mean, and
Man,
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just that's like with us. Like, if we could get our offensive line the way it used to be, like in 2013 when Harbaugh had us,
yeah,
man,
yeah,
you get that O
boom,
line
and
like that.
yeah,
You
man.
want an offensive lineman that actually they gonna maul D line. They gonna make D linemen question whether or not they want to go at it. Everybody
Make him a
knows.
little scared. I want them to be a little
Yeah.
scared. Yeah.
I want my right tackle like people like this. Well, we got Trent Williams. I said Trent Williams is good, but he doesn't do stuff the 49 away. So he's like to me, like, yeah, he's a good player, but I wanted
He's
Trishan Wirth
expensive.
that year.
Trent Williams going to be going. He's
But
going to be wearing
he
the
going
golden
Hall of
jacket.
Fame.
He's 1 of 5. If you just do the math, that's 20%
There
of
you
the
go.
offensive line. It's just 20%. It's not even
That's
half.
not enough. That's not
Yeah,
enough. And
I-
when you have your key thing is center. Your key pieces on the line is the tackles and the center. If you can get them right, guards you can figure out. I'll give
guard,
you that.
a guard is a small tackle. His arms ain't long enough. That's all.
And on run
He has
plays, he's either pulling
to be a
or
little
he's
quick.
fucking goddamn gonna trap it. It's
Yeah,
one or the other. It's a trap or pull.
that's it.
Figure, or he's standing up blocking. So like that's what I'm saying. You can get three of those people right. I'm with you. Colt McKivitz has been picked on for 2 years. Everybody picks on Colt McKivitz. Linebackers pick on Colt McKivitz. And
It
you
ain't.
keep saying, well, Colt McKivitz is a great, he's
I
not a
gotta
bad
say,
lineman.
it's not as bad as McGlinchey.
Oh, but this was bad.
Like,
It was
McGlinchey
really
was just horrible.
But
And I have
remember,
seen. I got to be honest. I have seen Colton make strides. He got better from week 1 to week 17 last year. I'm hoping he continues that slow, steady ascent. But it is what it is. We need the a tougher, better mauler. I want guys like a Brandon Scherf or something to that effect. A dude,
Trishan Wirth.
he scares people coming off the line. They
What kills me about that is the fact that in that draft of Trishan Wirth, and we could have
oh,
got him.
don't
We
even.
could have got him. We traded with the Bucks. When that trade came through, I
Oh,
said, I was at the bar with from 49er fans. I was like, the Bucks about to get Trishan Wirth.
oh,
They like, why you say that? I said, they just got Tom Brady. They're going to get a top tier lineman to protect Tom Brady. It's Trishan Wirth. We just lost out. And then when they got him, everybody's like, "You really mad?" I said, "Because we this the first time where I saw a lineman worth picking in the first round, did everything right. Every everything fits for him to be on our line, and you just said, "Nah, we're gonna trade down and go get Javon Kinlaw." Came in the door with a deteriorated knee, and what? Really? He didn't even finish the Senior Bowl, and y'all drafted him in the first round. Like
you
you can't make this shit up.
bringing this
Like
back. No, dang, you done
it's
triggered me. You done triggered me. I
it's
forget
one
about that.
thing.
You know, you go through therapy and they get you to repress some things. You done brought it back up.
I don't depress anything they make moves they make. I remember everything, and I keep it in record because I be like, "You're doing the same thing again." Good example: Abdul Carter. I get it; he didn't perform in the daggone combine. Fine with that. But Abdul Carter, in his track record of what he did in college, yes, you draft him in the first round. But
Yeah,
Javon Kinlaw didn't do nothing that Abdul Carter did, and y'all was like, "Yeah, he's going to replace DeForest Buckner." Where? Where?
he was set up for failure, man. You can't
Ah,
don't ever get that guy to say, yeah, this is the new him when that guy was a staple. And you're not gonna you're the guy that came after DeForest. You'll never be DeForest, man. They should
no.
that get an opposite position and do something else. Get something special on another position. Don't think you're gonna get that dude. It rarely happens. It it may happen once every 25 years with quarterback. You had in with us, you had Montana leave, you inserted Steve Young, who was already there. The Packers, you had Brett Favre, he leaves, you ready to go with Aaron Rodgers. That helps, but rarely will you get Hall of Fame, great perennial all pro to leave, and I'm gonna go out and draft his predecessor.
Replacement.
Now
The whole trade, when the trade came through for DeForest, I was like, so you get rid of the best D lineman who's a leader on our team for Eric Armstead, who only played one good year out of 6 years? He's been injured since he was a rookie. He played one good year with other D linemen good around him. That's DeForest Buckner, Nick Bosa, and D Ford. And he got 13 sacks. And you thought, this is a contract year. That's why he did what he did. And you
yeah.
still didn't think to trade him? He got the high. What? And you
Don't
kept
ever
him?
think you're getting that guy. You're not gonna get that guy, man. You're not gonna get that guy. Hey, we're gonna be I think we're gonna do joint practices with the Broncos, right? And then we're gonna play preseason. It will be Saturday, Thursday, and the preseason game on Saturday. So the
At
joint
8
practice
o'clock, at 8
starts.
p.m.
Will it be on the NFL Network or?
I think so. I think
My
it will
God,
be on the NFL Network. I mean,
if
I
if
see it
not,
I'm gonna see it anyway, because I got a streaming platform that I can see it
that's what I was gonna
live.
say. If not, all you gentlemen with those hookups, remember old Terry Tillman.
I don't miss a game.
Oh, y'all got that that special, like they said on the Walton, y'all got that recipe. Look out for your boy. Amen. Amen. Yeah, man. It's a I call them now the Denver 49ers. I think we got, who is it? McGlinchey, Hufunga,
Dre
Greenlaw.
Greenlaw.
It's a
Don't
couple.
forget about that D lineman, DJ Jones.
DJ Joe. Yeah, I knew it was somebody. We send about 4 or 5 of them. It's like we
Remember,
got,
that's how we was with the Raiders. Remember, we were always flip flop players
yeah, man.
since the '90s.
We flip flopping. Yeah, that's why McCaffrey went from us to Denver. He won the Super Bowl too.
Mhm.
But
A
I
lot
can
of people
understand that
don't know McCaffrey
because
was
Mike,
on that team.
yeah, Mike took him. Mike,
Yeah, when Mike
yeah,
went,
Mike.
he got the job. Ed McCaffrey was a four-string receiver. For a lot of y'all don't know, on that '94 team, he's a four-string receiver. So he got playing time, but not as much because we ran. Ricky Waters was our pass catching or
Oh yeah,
running back, just like
yeah,
Roger Craig. So he was great. Like if we didn't never get hit, and this is something people don't understand, if we would have never got hit with the salary cap, you could have kept Dion and you could have kept everybody.
yeah,
Remember, remember
yeah. We
who was
would
on that
have
team?
dude.
Ken Norton Jr.
Ken Norton Jr. We had Ricky Jackson. You had
from the Dawn Patrol.
yeah, man. We had a
You
butt
had
with
Dion. You had
Jim
Ricky
Burt.
Waters.
Um
Eric Davis was a rookie.
Eric
Ryan
Davis.
Young was a rookie.
Merton Hanks was out there. That was man, we had a
Tim
lot of
McDonald.
stuff. We
Like,
had a lot of stuff. Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
bro, like you had so many good players, and when we got hit with the salary cap, we had to let people go.
Yeah.
To be
Yeah.
honest, if you don't get hit with the salary cap, you go for a six the next
Oh
year.
yeah. Yeah, they had to change it up. That's why people are still mad at Eddie D now. Eddie D stopped at no expense, man. He was like, hey, I'm getting what I get. And everybody knows it. And y'all can come on here and be 49ers, or you can stay with them teams and be broke. You're still broke. and hey, word get around the league, man. They'll say, hey, yo, hey, he paying over there, man. Get with him. Get with him.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I mean, you
man.
think about Eddie D. We had an Eddie D now. This thing be totally different. Totally different.
Yeah.
I keep preaching the $40 way, and they be like, "Hey, it's hard to come back to that." I say it's not hard. You just have to have a right coach. Like Harbaugh was on the path of it. The way Harbaugh coached, look what he did with Trey Lance in the preseason game. Look at Trey Lance. Trey Lance was comfortable.
Trey was throwing that thing around. I know immediately people go say it was against second and third team guys, but it looked
He looked
good. It looked
comfortable.
decent. He looked comfortable, and that's what him and Greg Roman do very much. Charles Mann too. DJ, shout out DJ Miller. Yeah, Charles Mann was on that thing. Tim Cook, but that's what some coaches will employ to your strengths. They see what you can do, what you like to do, how you like to do it, and they're not so rigid in saying, look, this is what I want you to do, and say do this or find a new way of doing it. No, some will go and say, all right, what do you really like? What's the 5 most favorite plays and concepts you like? All right, Greg, let's go in here, write these down, and let's make plays up to do what he does.
What Harbaugh does, he was captain comeback. He was a quarterback. He was
nice.
good. And he was hard nosed, hardcore, Iron Man ball type quarterback. So him coaching quarterbacks, look at how he's his relationship with him. He builds his self-esteem up. He was on the sideline like he was with Colin Kaepernick and Alex Smith.
Oh, man.
You know, hitting them on the pad, getting them ready.
We going up.
You need that with your young quarterbacks. Kyle is not a leader of men. It's a great quarterback.
Yeah, Kyle don't do that. Kyle can show you how to deflect blame.
Friend, I need you to be that coach. Be that coach.
Yeah, don't be a buddy. Don't be a buddy. Hey, I'm gonna make sure you get all the balls to Debo today. Yeah, because that's my friend. No, don't do that.
I mean, I like how Trey looked, and I said, "Watch, he gonna make Trey a good backup." And then look what he did to Justin Herbert. First year with him, his completion ratio went up, his incomplete ratio went down, his interceptions went down. Because in Harbaugh's mind is, all I need you to do is don't turn the ball over. Do your job. Read the field, get it to the open person, and if you need time, roll out. That's the most simple thing. Cal makes this offense seem like you're going around in a circle. You don't need 4 or 5 ways to go around in a circle. You're going around in a fucking circle. Like, it's an out is an out. It doesn't matter if you do an out, 5 seconds wait, out. That's an out. Like, what are we talking about right now?
And then he gets the moniker like, oh, well, the reason why they're having so much success is because of Kyle's system. No, man. No, granted, Kyle has put some nuances in an already developed system. The counter trade was Joe Gibbs. Gibbs game a little bit to Mike Shanahan, who stretched it out more, as Jay-Z would say. You didn't all appreciate it till the second one came out. So I stretched the game out, etched your name out, put Jigga on top, and dropped albums nonstop for you. Yeah, that's he just stretched the game out a little bit and made that wide zone. That's all he did. But
He's still running his father's offense. It's
yeah,
just that he added a little bit here and there, but he's still the zone. It's a zone run,
the
which I
zone
get, and it's
read
great for
inside
us.
and outside. It is wonderful, but don't act like you done invented the wheel. You just remixed it, Puffy. You
We
just
invented the remixes.
you remixed it, Puffy.
You
Earth
didn't do
Wind and Fire,
nothing.
Earth Wind and Fire was bad before. You just because you dropped the beat, it's remixed.
You just put some gloves on it. It's nothing else, baby.
Yeah,
Stop.
you put the 808s on it.
It's like, and that's the thing with him. When everybody talks about it, they like, man, if we was to lose Cloud, what would you do? I said, I'm fine with starting over if we have to. I've been through it before.
It's choices. Yeah,
Like
what
we went through it. You went from Mariucci, you went from fucking Eric Dick, what was it? Eric Erickson. He
Erickson.
was he was terrible. Like what? Let's not talk about that era. That was
Chip,
hard.
the Singletary, Chip Kelly. Well, Singletary was
Man, what?
first, and then
Mm,
after Harbaugh, they tried to go with Tom Sula and Chip Kelly. And hey, man,
that did like that's what I'm saying. Like I'm fine with if we gonna get somebody. If Cal can't get it done in the next year or two, it has to be a conversation. We can't keep saying, well, we just getting close. I can't do the Marvin Lewis stuff. We get into the playoffs and just, well, another year we made it in the playoffs. You feel like the horse and got there going Pooh Bear. Oh no, Pooh. We
I
got
get
there again.
I
Oh
began
well.
to do it again.
Like, come on, like something has to change. Like it's definitely
Successful year. Rich just said, "You just sampling music now." Yeah, that's
pretty
Puff
much.
a sweet thing for Mary J. Blige. So, that was Shaka Khan.
Like that's what I'm saying. Is like it just gets to a point where you just like, come on. Like it's ridiculous. Like literally, like everybody be like, "Oh my god, Kyle's such a great coordinator." I say, "Yeah, he's a good coordinator, but he outthinks himself in some games. Some games in the fourth quarter when we should just do something basic. He's trying to do more with. You don't have to run the damn ball, kill the clock, kill the clock.
Just kill,
I don't
make,
need you doing
make the
all these
clock your
crazy
friend.
reverses and shit. Still the clock,
Don't
bro.
don't try to open the lead up more. And I heard somebody say you pass to get the lead. You run to keep it.
Thank
That
you.
was brilliant. I
That's the
loved it.
old. That's the oldest concept you could ever do. But
Just
what's like good example? You run heavy to do what? Open up the pass.
open
If
up
I
the
keep
bag.
running heavy, you're gonna bring the defense down. If you bring the
You're gonna
defense
bring
down, I
them
go
down.
over top.
You're gonna bring
I
them down,
bet.
and
So
I'm gonna take my shots. It'll be
so
open
if
right
we
there.
have three good running backs on our roster and we're not using all three of them, what are we doing? Like our main running back should get spelled. You have literally Isaac Rendell. He's an outside runner. Everybody knows he's an outside runner. Outside, that's fine. I get it. And he has burst. He has speed. Use him. Use him on screens. Use him on a zone out to the outside. That's what you're doing for. Like
Yeah,
you have James, who's a rookie. You would bring him in to get them tough yards since you lost Jordan Mason. Let him come in on goal line and get his confidence up and get them touchdowns inside. So you can spell McCaffrey. I don't care about stats. Stats don't mean shit to me if you ain't winning Super Bowls. They don't mean a goddamn thing. You can have all the stats in the world and get your ass whooped. Look at Drew Brees. Drew Brees won one Super Bowl, got all them stats, and
yeah.
never could
Drew
get
Brees got
close.
some sets, but he
He got
he ain't got he ain't got all the Super Bowls. Brady just would be like, "Hey man, what does it take to win this thing? I will throw it for 505, but I will go for just 125 if need be. Just get the ring. It's not we're not gonna get style points here, fellas. We're they're not gonna give you
it's
They don't give fantasy points.
No,
They don't give
like I
them
mean, it
that.
just gets to a point, Terrence. It's just
Real
it's to the
football.
point. Like you just looking at it like, okay, we would when people's like, since Brock Purdy started, we've been beating people by 30 points. I said, I get that, but then we get to the Super Bowl, and what did we do? That's what I'm saying. That doesn't mean anything. What you do in the season is different when you do things in the playoffs. Two different seasons.
Let me
So it
shout out
depends on your
Ty
mental.
Austin. Ty Austin in the house, ladies and gentlemen. And he used the proper verbiage of everybody, as in everybody in the club getting tips.
Tipsy.
Yeah, remember that, Jay? I was watching The Wire, man. It bring me back with good music sometimes. That music from the early 2000s, it was some jams out here.
Well, that's when rappers actually had lyrics. You don't just need a hook and a beat, and that's it. Like nowadays, it's a hook and a beat, and I'm like, what the hell is a good example? What the hell?
Deeper meaning in crank that lawnmower. What are we saying here?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Don't challenge yourself. Getting bubbly up in here. Hey, what's up? What's up? Kylie Young says, tie in the house like peroxide. It's always some peroxide in the house. It is. It is. Oh, you got it. Every house has peroxide and that green alcohol. You need that green alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
You soak your foot when it hurt. Mama would say, put that green alcohol on it and some Epsom
Yeah.
salt. These are things always present.
Yeah. Always have Epsom salt.
Always.
Always.
Yeah.
You gotta always have Epsom salt in your house.
Got to have Epsom salt. Don't bother me in the house. Hook and beat is all they have. Why songs are 3 minutes, not like the old days. You have a 5-minute song. You remember Houdini, 5 minutes of funk? You could time your watch by that 5 minutes of funk. Boom, doom, 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 doom. Man, Houdini taught you lessons in life. One love, friends. The freaks come out at night. These folks is teaching you. I don't know, man. They not all of them, because my man Kendrick Lamar is an artist. J. Cole, we go back like Suede Pumas, man. It's some great guys out here. Wale, shout out DC, DMV, but boy, it's a lot of them. It's like you've got one hit wonder written all over you, Rockwell.
Like it's just so many, and that's the thing is like the characteristics of some of these artists, and then you have the players listening to them. Look how they act on the field. Like the whole dancing when you celebrate, I'm cool with that, but I'm like Barry Sanders' father. Act like you've been there.
Act like you've been there, Bo. Just
Hand
getting
the
in
ball to the ref
there.
and go back to the huddle. Like all
Right.
that dancing and stuff, and you ain't even winning. Like most folks get a tackle now, and they get a dance. They got to dance. Like that's you got to dance when you get a tackle. You got to dance when you get an interception. You got to dance when you catch the first down. You got to dance when you get like. What are we
And,
doing? Like,
and then go to sideline and say, I'm tired.
like what? Oh, remember Grammatica? Grammatica, the kicker for the Buccaneers. He kicked the field
Oh,
goal and celebrated and hurt himself. Like that's what I'm
yeah.
talking about, bro. Like, come on, man. Yeah, like it's
Oh, poor
ridiculous. Like, bro, just act like you've been there. I always say, just act like you've been there. I don't mind you
Grammatica.
celebrating, but just do some things like literally like I don't know. It's just I just got a bad feeling about this year. Like I just feel like our offensive line gonna fail us, and I'm like,
They
Purdy
gonna
gonna
be
get hurt.
they gonna be okay. They
Get
gonna
hurt.
they gonna be
What we
okay.
so
I think they'll at least be okay, but I know they will not be dominant like I think they could. And
Mhm.
I think Forrester and Kyle are okay with mediocrity when it comes to the offensive line. They're you don't really. And I remember that press conference. He said, "Oh, you don't need all that. You could get a guy here, but I could make him here, and a guy all the way down there. Oh, I can't use him. But if he's just here, I can do something with that and bring it up. Man, come on, dude.
that
That's
doesn't sound smart at all. Like They are top tier linemen for a reason in the draft. If an offensive lineman has shown the work on film in college and come to the combine and shown what his attributes are, you draft him high for a reason.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't get it. Like Joe Staley got drafted high. Davis got drafted high. Harbaugh, I could always tell with a Harbaugh move. When he drafted the lineman, his first pick, I said that's a Harbaugh move.
Harbaugh said the offensive line is the only group that doesn't depend on anybody else for its success. The
Thank
quarterback
you.
depend on the protection of the offensive line and the coordinator to scheme up good routes, the receiver to catch it. The receiver depend on the quarterback to throw in the ball. The running back need their offensive line. Everybody needs something, but not that offensive line. No, for their success, we just knock people out. And you gotta, it's like boxing. You really there to knock people out. You're not there to, oh, let me show you my leaping Lanny Poffo punch and and
No.
wave magic wands and stuff. No, man, it's a physical game. Line up, knock people in the mouth. Move people. Move something. That's what you do. You move something. You get pad under pad, and you strike on the surface of the guy. You outflank him, you push him around, you block through the echoes of the whistle, and you let him know, man, you in for a long day. And I'm gonna enjoy this more than anything else in the world. Just beating you unto a pulp. You might win one or two, but you get ready to get got 3 or 4. Trust and believe. And let's go up the road, man. That's why Philly's wearing the ring now. I'm sorry. They executed brilliantly against the Kansas City Chiefs, and they were not a better team than us in 20, was it 23? 23.
Yeah.
We were eerily similar. 2 all pros on the outside, a offensive player of the year in the backfield, a quarterback that came from the Big 10 or the Big 12, new success in college, decent offensive lineman. Just get it done. You out there trying to throw 3 and outs and stuff, man. No, it's principles. You just don't. As Big Worm would say, it's the principality, Smokey. It's the principle behind winning. Just win. don't be doing
And win in how you call plays. Like you didn't do that many trick plays in our Super Bowl. You did one trick play with Juan Jennings. That was it. You should have been doing trick plays the whole game. You have
boy.
all this arsenal in your repertoire to use. Use it. I want to see everything in the Super Bowl. I want to see I don't mind a flea flicker. You show me everything you can put out there that you can confuse and catch a defense off guard.
It ain't no need in holding the plays, bro. It ain't like next week coming. We don't want to show the teams nothing. You better lay it all out on the line.
You don't and that's what people don't understand. If Kyle wins a Super Bowl, he can get from behind his father's shadow. But as long as he doesn't win a Super Bowl, everybody be like, "Oh, that's Mike Shanahan's son, Kyle." Yeah, yeah.
He's only
He
gonna
get
go
there.
to a
He get
certain
there.
point.
He gets there, but he can't win it.
And
He done
and
lost to Kansas City Chiefs twice.
and Jed York is like, well, it was a successful year. We're in the Super Bowl. Tiles, no, it's that Kylie Young. You remember leaping Lanny Poffo? He was kind of punkified, Don't do all that, man. Be tough. Come to the ring like the Road Warriors used to, playing that Black Sabbath. When you heard that music when the Road Warriors and you knew you was getting ready to get it. I
Somebody
don't
gonna get hurt.
know, guys, but this is getting ready to get ugly. Yeah, that's what I like. The 49ers offense did not execute in the Super Bowl. The Eagles offense did. That's the difference. The Eagles ran it 45 times and threw it 22. The 49ers threw it 45 and ran it 22. That
That's
is the
if you
difference.
really want to look at, and then you got to look at, and Ty, you got to also look at this. The way their teams are built, they president on offensive line and D line play. Like if you go look at their offensive line across the board were all pros. D
Yeah.
line, all pros. And they're young. The D line is young. They're not
Yes.
old. The only old one was Graham.
And
They're young and they
he
are
grabbed
still
him off,
developing.
and he grabbed him off the championship tree. He was looking for Georgia Bull. It was like, oh, he
And
just
like
go out
every
here.
year, it was like this: another
That's it.
Georgia,
That's the
another Georgia.
culture I want here. I want guys who win. I want guys used to winning and used to doing what it take for winning. I want you already on that mindset, so I don't have to build a culture of doing it. You already know what it is. You got to have a culture of sacrifice around, man. When we used to go out, man, we used to turn to the man to the left of you, and you say, I am the baddest MFer in this world," and you go out there and improve it.
Hey,
But this, hey, bring the box. Let's dance. Let's dance when we go out here. Let's dance. Let's dance. Lord, here we go again. Oh yeah, Red Jet don't want to hear about the Super Bowl that we didn't win. We got to. Yes, I agree, Red Jet. Yeah, let's go ahead and move on. We got a game against the Denver 49ers coming up. They're gonna practice this. I'm interested to hear about the joint practices, man. I think the game, I talked to Ellison about this. The game is moving, so don't be surprised in the next 2 years that they have some kind of pay-per-view on some type of app that we can
watch
look
training camp.
watch training camp.
I won't be
And
surprised. I mean, they can make money off of it.
Yeah, they're gonna make some loot.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I like stuff like that. I
I
like
do.
watching training camp.
I,
Like they
I,
showed on YouTube the other week, training camp for one day. KMBR showed it out there in Santa Clara. They showed the training camp on YouTube, so I was watching that. But like I said,
yeah,
to be able to watch training camp every day, I will pay for a subscription for that
yeah,
because I like that. I like stuff like that. I can't
yeah.
be out there, so why not watch it?
I want to see. Yeah, have multiple cameras at your prospective team's facility, and especially when you have joint practices like this, because you get to see them up against up and comers and those who are established in the league. I would love to see
And you know
Brent
what? That's
one
that's
against.
it right there.
Yeah, man.
That's it right there. You would do a paper, so your pay-per-view event would be your joint practices, but your regular membership will show you your regular training camp for each of your
There it
32
is.
teams.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
Man, you
yeah.
might want to copyright that because the league, I'm telling you,
Did I
league
give
is
away
looking at it
some
like,
money?
wait a minute,
I don't,
that's not a bad idea.
I don't, hey, the rights and everything I just said belongs to Terradome. Terradome, you right.
I just
I
thought
see
about
your
that. I'm
eyes.
like,
You
wait
was
a
like,
minute.
hold on, you might be giving away a bag.
You what? Let me tell you something. If you and then the thing is, if you offer exclusive stuff to season ticket holders, what they can
Ooh,
watch compared to what? Man,
boy,
it's a
they,
gold mine.
they, they,
It's a
they already
gold
paying
mine.
to come to practices, so
So they get the membership free. So they get
yeah,
the membership free, but you still
boy,
pay for the pay-per-view for the joint practice.
yeah, yeah. That's
And then
that's some.
then you get the choice on your streaming what cameras you want to see. If you want to see D lineman, do you want to see offensive
Oh,
lineman? Do you want to
make
see?
everything interactive. I was thinking about that too, man. When I'm watching games, I said, I wish I could change the view of this game and watch all.
Hmm.
What? We got 5 games going on at once, 10 games going on the package. Why can't you flip a camera and show me all 22? And then I ain't got to pay another subscription to get there all 22. You just got it on your 49er pay-per-view package. Share the revenue and share
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
but and be honest, just like I like how Dallas did when he went with Nike. He was the first team to go with Nike to do the uniforms. Like sometimes you have to be a person that steps
you
out of the
you
box.
you got to step
Steps
out.
out, you gotta step out of the
Yeah.
box. Like
You
Al
gotta,
Davis was like that. Jerry Jones was.
and
Our
that's
owner.
that's who gave him the
Mm,
game. Al Davis gave the
yep.
game to Jury. Jury, took it
Yeah.
to
But
unprecedented levels. And now everybody doing it.
mhm,
Better way
like I
they
say,
everybody
it,
getting
and
endorsement.
just thinking about the camera views, that would be nice. Like to be able to just change the view. Like I don't want to just see just from the long. I want to see it from a quarterback perspective. I want to see
Yeah,
it from the linebacker perspective. So
it
you
would
can
help
have different cameras on different players each day.
exactly from
Safety,
different angles.
linebacker, D line.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it'd be there. It would really help baseball out a great deal. Because baseball, what do we
Hmm.
look at? It's that pitcher, hitter, catcher, strike one. Then you got to think of something to say. Ted was down and he got traded for a case of Labatt's. Oh, did he? Yeah, yeah. I understand it's great beer. Ball two. Sometimes
Like
Johnny, have
yeah.
you ever been in a Turkish prison? Just show me some different angles. Show the angle from the batter. Show the angle from
Hmm.
top. The Bob Euchre cheap seats. Show me some different angles. Stop giving me. There you go again.
Variety. We are a culture of variety now. Our
Yeah.
society is all about variety. We need to
Yeah.
have different ways to look at things. So if you see the world from a different angle, you can have a different perspective on it.
Yes.
You
Very
can't see
much
the world
so.
from one lens. You got to see it from multiple lenses so you can understand everybody's perspective. And that's why a lot of people watch all 22s when they are available, so they can understand the game. Now, your fanatic fans are not going to watch that, but your
No,
your
no,
real diehard fans, they have that option. So when you
and
watch all
the fantasy
22s,
fans
man,
the fantasy fans are just looking at the ticker and who's got the yards today and how much money did I win is my fantasy team. They want to see everything else, but have it readily available for all that are deep into football, all that are interested, the casual fan, the the what's her name, the Taylor Swifties, and it brings more
hmm,
revenue into the game. However, you got to do it. Just give them the variety of that. Give them the possibility.
give me an option. If I have an option, I'm always ready to go.
Work. I can work. I can work.
Like I
Ty
mean,
left hands on the bootleg left hands on. What are y'all talking about? Bootlegs. The KC cheats. Going first to worst. Now that the refs have been exposed. Yeah, well, they took they taking the chain gang off. It's going to be electronic. I think they showed it in the Hall of Fame game. It's electronic way that you see if it's a first down now. Versus the guys for years. I always came up with the guys coming out with the chain. The chain, and you're going to see
yeah.
if it's a first down now. But because of that Buffalo Bills game where it looked like he clearly made it. Then he got like a chip in the ball to show, hey, yeah, that
I
was a
mean,
first down or something.
eventually you're gonna get to the point where the field is gonna have a lot of micro chips in the
Microchip
and
right there.
underneath the field to where you can start tracking things. Like they
Mm,
already can track the velocity of the ball. They already can track how fast a person goes. You're gonna get
yes.
to a point where football fields are gonna have their own grid, the way you can just see everything. It's gonna be like a Microsoft Surface.
Yeah, man.
So I mean, everything is gonna be computer literate. Like, I'm fine with it. I mean, you have to grow
It's
with
the evolution that
technology.
you got to
Yeah,
grow
it's
with.
the evolution of it. So you gotta grow with it. You gotta get used to it. But it's hard to like lose a chain gang because something that you've seen for so many years. Now you
No,
don't have it.
it's like, hey, I like the nostalgia. I love the
Hmm.
nostalgia. Terra Dome, read the comment by Ty said about going to training camp next year. That's where the bootleg came from. What Ty talk? Ty be man, y'all gotta watch Ty. Ty, he got that dry wit, and he'll come with some stuff like who is that dude? Harvey Korman and them on the Carol Burnett show. He got dry wit. Ty Austin. I'll look for that, man. What else I got on my agenda here? Hold on real quick. I wanted to talk because I'll look available. We don't voiced our concerns. Availability. And what I meant by that was some players are not very happy where they are. Michael Parsons, Terry McLaurin. Is there anybody out there that you would look like, hey, I pony up a little bit of money to get him into San Francisco red and gold?
Well, I mean, I wanted to trade for Max Crosby last year. I wanted to trade to get him. Give them a third round. The Raiders was giving away people. They were trading everybody. I was like, bruh, go get Max Crosby, put him on the other side of Nick Bosa.
Yeah,
Works
man.
out for you. But no, we fumbled that. So now you got a chance. Everybody's talking about, we know this trade for Terry McLaurin. Well, we've already paid Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah.
You could have got Terry McLaurin in the Debo draft.
Brock Law in effect. Yes.
Ugh.
Yeah,
So
man.
Michael Parsons in a situation where do we really want to pay another D lineman that is kind of emotional? Does he really fit out? He can fit our system, yes, I know, but you don't want to deal with a lot of drama with some players you want to pick up. You got to be real careful about who you want to pick up. And then, do we really have the money to shell out to pick up these people? Like Terry McLaurin is going to be expensive. He wants 30. He won 30, 33 mil a year.
That's a lot of loot. That's a
Yes.
lot of loot.
After you didn't pay Brandon
Yeah,
Ayuk
that's a
already,
little too much.
and then you had some people saying, "Well, trade Brandon Ayuk for Terry McLaurin." I said, "Damn, that's not going to work." Like
I don't think they're
Terry
gonna do. They're
McLaurin,
not gonna do
they're
a
not
one.
going to do that. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're not going to do that. And then Michael Parsons, he gonna want a whole bunch of stuff for Michael Parsons. If
He
he
gonna
tries to trade Michael Parsons, he gonna want the bank. He
it's
gonna
gonna
want
want
everything.
45 million, and then you got to pay Michael Parsons because he up on the contract. So you know,
Unless you're gonna rent him for 1 year and then sign him. That's the only thing you can do. Like
how bad you
this
want to
is
spend?
exactly
How
how
bad
bad do
you
you
want?
want a hybrid linebacker? He's a hybrid. Michael Parsons is a hybrid. He can put his hand in the ground and he can cover and he can play outside. He's a hybrid. He's almost like DeMarcus Williams. They literally drafted another version of DeMarcus Williams. And when DeMarcus Ware came out, he was rare too. Because there weren't so many D linemen that could play outside linebacker and put the hand in the ground in a 3-point stance and three technique. So like when you got players like that and they're hybrids,
Yeah,
yes, you supposed to pay them. Michael Parsons makes an impact when he's on the field. He's a playmaker.
he
Terry
is along
McLaurin
the
is a
line.
playmaker.
Remember, Khalil Mack made All Pro at 2 positions.
Yes.
Michael Parsons has that ability. He could.
Mhm.
He could one day. He could one day. Is what I'm saying. He's in that class of Khalil Mack. And Khalil Mack at the time got paid. Paid. Where'd he go first? Buffalo.
No, he went to Chicago. And when he
It
went
was
to
yeah,
Chicago,
that was it. It was
he wasn't the same. And what did he remind you of? Nami Osawal. When Nami Osawal
Nambias.
left the Raiders and went to the Eagles, he was not the same because he was used to playing on an island. He wasn't a traveling corner. Khalil Mack, he was used to just all he had to do was just get to the quarterback. And he had good D linemen around him. But when he went to Chicago, he didn't have that many great D linemen. So they were double teaming him a lot. He made an impact, but it wasn't the same. And that's what I'm saying. When it comes to Terry McLaurin has played with 5 different quarterbacks and went over 1,000 yards. Why would y'all not pay him? Commanders, he is a safety blanket for Jalen Daniels. Pay the man. And I'm not a Commanders fan, but I'm just letting Commanders fan know. Y'all let Terry McLaurin leave, y'all season is over. It's
That's a big
over.
hurt. That's a big hurt. I can't see
And
him
him
doing
sitting
that. And
out
I don't
is
think
not
Adam Peters would
helping.
make that. Adam Peters wouldn't make that. I don't think he would
No.
make that mistake. I don't think he'd make that mistake.
Now,
It's some happy ground they can meet at.
Jerry's different. Jerry will trade Michael Parsons if he don't fall in. Now you gotta understand, Jalen. What did he do with Jalen Smith? Gave him a hometown discount because he was injured. They took a chance on him. Yeah, they hometown discount. He took that. Michael Parsons is telling you, I am your best person on this defense. You need to pay me. You've paid everybody else. Pay me for what I'm worth. Because he went out in the media, and I tell people all the time, going in the media don't always help you. Sometimes you can kind of keep things in house. That's the only thing I liked about the Paul Tagliabue era. Paul Tagliabue was always a commissioner like, I don't care what you do on your team. Just keep it in house and let it not hit the media, and we good.
But see, but
Now
see now,
everybody want to go to the media.
now we got social media, and it's an
Hmm.
evolution here. Now a player can have his say so more so than it used to be. You used to can sanitize it and control it, but now a
Can't
player,
control it no more.
hey, you know something? I'm gonna go ahead and get on YouTube, talk about my business. You know, they doing me wrong right here, man.
That's why I believe in
Everybody
Bill Belichick's
on
concept. Bill Belichick was like,
team
no social
light
media.
skin. I used to be on team light skin when I was a baby, but the Bible says when I was a child, I spoke as a child, I understood as a child, I thought as a child, but when I became a man, help me somebody. Childish things.
I don't know. I mean, I don't really think only person you could really go after would be Micah Parsons, but you got to pay him. And I wouldn't do like what we did with Chase Young. Great way of getting them. Traded a third round pick, which I called in the preseason when Nick Bosa was holding. I said, we need to trade for Chase Young. And they trying to
Yeah,
trade him
man.
in Redson. And you as a guy I talk to all the time, Mike Hawkins. He said he was like, Sean, he called me the day they did it. I was at a Halloween doing trick or treating with my
Uh-huh.
kids, and he was like, hey Sean, they did exactly what you said. I said, huh? He's like, in preseason you said trade for Chase Young with a third round pick. They actually did it. I said, "Hmm."
Third round pick.
I
Third round
mean,
pick. I love
it was smart. He was a rental, and we don't do nothing with the third round pick anyway. So I mean, get something
yeah,
for
it won't like we gonna do nothing. Yeah, we're gonna blow it with a running back. That ain't gonna make
run
the
it.
team.
Trey Sermon. This is like they played with us 2 years, 2, 3 years, and he gone. I'm like, bro, what are we
Yeah,
doing?
you
Like,
might as well put that third. You're not gonna do nothing with it, and it's starting
but
to look like that second might be messed up every now and again too. Uh,
yeah, I mean,
yeah, but
I don't.
and
Like I
that's
said,
what I'm saying. If it's a possibility of just getting him in house, I could see us just I don't know, because then he'll
Parsons
bounce
is
around
what you
and you
gonna
gotta
give up for
position.
Parsons? The question is, what do you give up for Parsons? And see, that's the big question. You're not gonna give up Nick Bosa. That's y'all little child that y'all drafted. Y'all love him. Y'all love Nick Bosa. You kind of controversy, but y'all love him. What value do we have to trade to the Cowboys to get Micah Parsons? You don't have no value unless you trade draft picks, and then draft picks are not really as high as they used to be. So they're gonna want really a player. So what player other than Nick Bosa, Fred Warner, equals up to Micah Parsons?
Uh,
You know,
how about Kyle Juszczyk and a third round conditional?
they like Kyle loves Kyle. So
Yeah,
yeah,
he ain't gonna
he's
let
not
him
gonna let
go.
him
He ain't
go.
gonna let him go. That's what I
He's
was.
the only he's the only coach I know to pay a fullback $84 million and not have him factored in the offense as much as he should.
He
Kyle
going
is
low.
a glorified. He's a hybrid tight end. He reminds me of Chris Cooley. Kyle Juszczyk is a Chris Cooley reincarnated. He can be a H
Cooley
back.
had a
He
couple
can be
high
a
years.
tight.
Cooley
Yes,
had a high,
he
yeah.
he
Remember the
can be a
commercial
tight
he had
end.
when he
Everything.
reaches through the wall? Cooley,
Oh
when they
yeah,
were
the
doing those
commercial
NFL
for fantasy.
commercials.
Pick
Yeah, man,
me. But
that was
yeah,
a
like I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's nobody on our team that we can trade. That we can get Micah Parsons in the building to put him on. And then this is the thing: if you get Micah Parsons, Mikael Williams, where does he go? You gonna put him on the inside? You gonna put him on the inside? See
and
that?
right
See now
zone.
we got. Then it changes everything that you did with your draft. So what happens to C.J. West? What happens to Collins? Like if you get Micah Parsons, now their growth stops because now you have a premier player that you're gonna have to put on the line. So now Mikael Williams can be a third down rusher, but he needs development, so he has to play. He's showing you that he needs to play. It's not worth even touching it. You
Unless
don't need Michael
he
Parsons.
just develops at practice as far as passing goes, but he's more of a run stuffer
Yeah.
as he is right now. And
Hmm.
just to have that that bookend to Nick Bosa, who can probably run you into. I think it's 4 or 5 sacks that he can run Michael Parsons into just on his
Mhm.
pressure. He will pressure you. Will he get there? Not all the time, as you know.
And Nick
Evan
Bosa's
9 sacks.
we talked about this before with Nick Bosa. Watching film on Nick Bosa, he takes plays off and he splashes in too much. He doesn't stay in his lane. He feels as though he's good enough to where I could slash in and make up for it. No, the
And then
objective of a wide
that
nine
quarterback will
is
go,
you to
especially the
stay
quarterback that we
wide.
play. They go around you, and then they 88 out the gate up there. Kyler Murray. It's been a lot
Patrick
of
Mahomes did it. Patrick Mahomes did
once
it
he
one
grabs
time.
the knee, he out there.
Like wide nine is that's the key to it. Stay wide. Like I'm not understanding why you
You
cut
sound like
slicing
Stephen A.
in.
Smith. Stay off the weed.
Like, come on. Like it gets to a point where it's like we have to start looking at when and I'll say this to any fan of football. I love football. So I can watch football all day. I play flag football. I coach. I started to coach in fives and women's this month. I love football, every aspect of it. So I look at football games for a study.
Yes.
Why did they do this? Why did they do that? Why did they run this right here? I'm not looking at the game like everybody else. So when I look at Nick Bosa can be better than what he is.
Yeah.
I just need him to stop being lazy on plays and I need him to play with ruthless aggression. Like I need him to be the man that he's supposed to be. If you want to be a bear, be a bear. You need to kill your damn lineman every time he plays you. The thing about Lawrence Taylor and the thing about
Derek
Derek
Thomas.
Thomas, they
Bruce
killed their lineman.
and
Charles Haley looked at a offensive lineman and said, I'm going to murder you. I
Lunch.
don't give a fuck about you blocking me. You want
Lunch.
that. Like you want that. I need you to play like that. You already got your money. Play aggressive. Like stop being this, oh, I'm a rush hard and then next minute I'm gonna take a play off. No, don't stop. I'm tired of players just taking shit for granted. Like stop taking plays off. Like it is annoying. And you see it. And that's the thing. Chase Young does it. People didn't know this
Oh,
about him. We saw it. Chase Young take play
yeah.
off. I
Chase
was
Young
like,
was. I called him Chase Jog. He was jogging.
like that's what I loved
Chase.
about DeForest Buckner. DeForest Buckner never took a play off. You can put him in the interior. You can put him on outside. He's getting double teamed wherever he is because he's going to rush hard every play. And he's going to keep running after the quarterback even when he rolls out of the pocket and comes up the tackle box. That's the D lineman you want. And we gave him up for the Art Armstead, who is 1 minute he wants to he's getting stand up. If he's not getting stand up, he shoots through. He misses the sack because he didn't slice in or he didn't done something where it's a lazy tendency. I ain't gonna lie. The only person I want to trade for to get back is DeForest Buckner. Bring me DeForest Buckner back.
Man,
Bring
yeah.
me
Should have
DeForest Buckner back.
Kylie Young says, why trade for Parsons when we already acquired Huff? Good question, but that daggone Parsons is on a
Yes,
uh,
but you gotta look at it like this, Ty. Look at it like this. Huff and Parson, two different people. Parson is a premier young Russian. Huff is a journeyman. We don't know what we're gonna get out of him.
we're
That's a
hoping
question mark.
we're
We're
hoping it's
hoping he is going to be an impact.
yeah, that which come will come. We know that Parsons is going to come with it.
What did Julian Washington say any given Sunday?
Yeah.
Man, can nobody run the ball like J Man can? So you got 300-pound lineman for what? Let him block. What do I pay Parsons to? Rush the quarterback.
That's
I
your
don't
job.
get your value is of what you do in the NFL. And if you're going to get paid top value for what you do, you got to do it well. Huff, once again, does not compare to Parsons. So if you have a chance to get Parsons and you have a need for a premier pass rusher that can also play outside linebacker, you go get Parsons. For
Hufflepuff,
us,
man. Bryce said, "Did you see him at the presser? Man, he had on
mhm.
he. Remember, you used to get a Batman costume for Christmas, and it had the muscles in it.
Yeah.
that dude had the
Hey
muscles in
man, no, man, he remind me of Terrell Owens when he had no body
it.
fat, bro.
Yeah, yeah, that dude been in. He does not miss cardio day or bench day.
Nah.
Loaded.
But that's the thing is like you like that. Everybody, I know, and I know a lot of fans really like we should go get passes. That's not that's not our thing. That's not our thing. We don't need them. We drafted what we need to draft. We need to see what our draft picks are going to be.
I
We
know.
really need to see what
I
we're going to develop out of them.
I wax nostalgic because I remember the day when in 1980 we went out and got Fred Dean from San Diego, middle of the season. Changed everything. Changed everything. And the Cowboys will tell you a true cowboy, uh, which was my dad. That day that they picked up Charles Haley, oh man, it was dad said, boy, it's over. He said, I done found a driver for the hearse. All we gonna do is put the body in there.
You remember when the Raiders got Ronnie Lott and they said they couldn't calm down Charles Hill and they said he was losing it. Ronnie Lott had to come into the locker room
Yeah.
to calm him down because
Oh
he
yeah.
Charles Haley is an old school player that's loyal. You don't have any players like that. And my fiance gets mad at me when I play flag and people don't have that same competitiveness that I have. They be like, everybody not competitive as you, Sean. People like sandbagging.
Yeah.
People like being relevant, beating uh, uh, a sandbag team. They don't want to play a superior team and challenge this. And I don't understand that. And looking at people, old school players like Charles Young and Lawrence Taylor, and all these great players, they loyal to their team and they want to keep people together and they want to be great together.
Yeah.
It's hard to get these young people to believe in that. When you
No,
come in as a rookie class and you're on the same team, that's why they telling the story of Javosky Top and Ward. That's gonna be a good story because they were high school players and they want to play on an NFL team together. And not so many players can say that.
it
And,
ain't.
and for them to grow, and they grew together. They grew together from children to men. That's something that's
It's
doing it the
it's
49
rare.
away.
It's rare that you get that now. It's just again the evolution of things. They going for that bag now, man. When the bag comes, hey, I gotta get on it. I gotta get on it, and I can understand both sides. I live at least one side, but I can understand, man. When that bag come, hey, jump on it, Chemo Sabi. I got about a minute left. I gotta go ahead and lay it down. I gotta go back to work in about 12 hours. Not 12
Me
hours,
too.
6 hours. Um, anything in your closing, my brother? Are you gonna be on somewhere? Do you need me to I'm here to promote you and all that you do
Uh,
as well. That's what
well,
I'm giving it
I'm here
up
to
like
promote
Kevin
you.
Hart. Promote, just
I'm
we
here to
promote.
promote you. Oh
I
man,
will.
I'm working on a few things. Working on probably doing a podcast. But right now I'm busy with flag football stuff. But once I get some time, I know me and Red Jet been talking about some few things, or just getting all three of us on your show together.
That'd be perfect. Hey,
I mean, if you want to do that on Thursday, that's fine. I'll be free. But
this
yeah,
Thursday,
yeah.
I got Wolfie on this Thursday, but Tuesday, next Tuesday,
Well, we just found out what's good for Red Jet because
yeah,
I know for us we on the East Coast, so we always
yeah,
and I work overnight like you do, so I'm
yeah.
always available. So, but yeah, we'll see
next
what works
next
for Red
Thursday.
Jet. But yeah,
Yeah.
but basically just working on little things ahead. I'm changing because I'm a president of my chapter in DC, not
Oh,
Empire
word.
DMV. So we're
Yeah,
moving a locations of where we watch the game in. So depending on, it's three locations I'm looking at right now. So once we figure that out,
let me
I'll
know
probably make an
where,
announcement.
because sometimes I go to. I'm from Richmond. I was just up there for my son's and daughter-in-law's baby shower, which as a man, it's kind of hard to go to shop. But they had some good food there, boy. That food was
It was hidden. It
they
was hidden.
that food, boy, that Rasta pasta, that thing was right nice. But I'm up sometimes, so definitely share your information with me whenever you decide where you're gonna be. So if I ever go up,
Yeah,
I can
yeah. You
get
know
these
what's
things.
something.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir. I
I'll
like to
let you
pull
know.
up. To pull up. Please do. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank everybody for coming out and blessing me today with your presence. It was a little quick. I like to go. I don't try to go longer, but I just happen to because we just get into it. Thursday, I will be back at noon. Thursday at noon, me and Wolfie will be chopping up. We're going to talk about the goats of the AFC North. We're going to do AFC North goats. Y'all get y'all stats and stuff together. We almost completed the whole league. And it's right on time because we're going to be playing Saturday and we're going to start joint practices. And I know the news will come out there with us playing the Denver 49ers. So stay tuned on that. And I'll be releasing shorts. I do shorts too, trying to get more views and things of that nature. So just
I like
keep
the
your
shorts. The shorts are
notifications.
good. The shorts are good. I like the shorts.
Yeah,
That always
man.
that's good. Something quick. Something it's always to catch a topic that somebody might be interested in. So it's
Yes, sir.
always good to have a short to go to. Like, oh, okay, I thought about that. Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
thought about that.
I know. I'm getting good feedback on the shorts, man. And then I ended up with a little graphics I've been, trying to develop and do some things. We getting into the swing of things. Gonna be breaking down film. I might break down a little bit. Well, it's kind of hard to do it on preseason because I don't know. They
Yeah.
stay very generic. We just gonna go student body left, student
I
body
mean,
right.
I mean, you can break it down on players' performance. You can do if you want to
I'll
do a
do
breakdown of the film. You can do it on performance, like different people. Like, are we looking at C.J. West? Are we looking at Collins? Are we looking at Upton Stout? Are we
that.
looking at some of the key gems in training camp that people are really questioning about? You can look at that and break that down.
And
That'll be
other
one.
teams we might
Yeah.
play. Like, uh, a player that I really want to see get down is Makuba. I think he's a little banged up right now, but he's with the Eagles. I'm interested to see some of my draft crushes. They may be on other teams, but you're gonna ask
Mhm.
yourself, dang, if we would have got him, oh, that's the one I
Yeah. That's like Kelvin Banks. That's like Kelvin Banks Jr. I wanted him.
how's he doing? Oh, or
Yeah.
it could be like their fans be like, he's a bum. I was like, ooh, glad we didn't.
We didn't get him.
Glad I didn't. So you either, as the great John F. Kennedy said, um, a a winner has 1,000 dads, but the loser is an orphan. Yeah, man. The winner got 1,000 dad, the loser an orphan. I want to thank everybody for coming out. Thank y'all so much. And remember, we walk by faith and not by sight. In Jesus' name, amen. I'll check y'all out Thursday.